Is that
Yeah, we're recording now.
That's recording. Hello there.
Hello.
There. In
This
space.
We're with Eelco here, and we're in Devonport at the Connections Cafe. And Eelco, firstly, welcome to Devonport. You're a long way from home, aren't you?
I love Devonport. Yes, I am a long way from home, but I love to spread my story around the world. So here I am in Devonport, and I tell you, it's a marvelous place. The cafe here, they have the good coffee, I tell you.
Ah, right. And how does this compare with? Of course, you're famous for Shares Eelco and Nelson. How does the sort of whole atmosphere of Devonport, is it similar to Nelson at all?
I think the atmosphere is marvelous. You know, the people. It's all about the people. You know, without the people, a cafe is just a place of dreams and air and silence. And with the people, the energy, the life they bring is marvelous, man. I love it.
Okay, so this weekend on Friday and Saturday, it's the 17th and 18th of August at 7:30 p.m. You're telling your story here at Devonport at the Connections Cafe. You know, what makes this story so unique?
Oh, well, it's a story of a man who really found his place in the world right here in this country. You know, we all come to this place 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 30 years ago, but some people, they've been here all their life, you know. But in New Zealand, it's a place where one can forge themselves into whatever they want to be. That's right.
That's fantastic. Now, New Zealand is a colonial country, famous originally for tea. And I remember as a child that coffee was something that was you only had instant coffee.
Oh, they had that terrible, you know, Kona coffee, you know, the blub, blub, glub, glub, glub.
That's right, it was pretty awful.
Yeah.
But now we're famous for making one of the best brews in the world. You know, and you were one of the first people to start the whole coffee revolution. What was it like trying to convince people to drink a new kind of coffee?
Well, to be honest, they didn't really take that much convincing, you know. The taste was one thing. It tasted a lot better than the tinned coffee that you used to get, you know. When you get the fresh beans and you grind those beans and you put them in the nice warm water in the enamel bowl and you let that just bubble away on the stove, you know. You don't bring it to boil, you just let it bubble away and simmer away, and the flavors infuse with the water, and it's beautiful, you know. It's like making love to a beautiful woman, you know. It smells good, and it tastes good, and it's good for you.
You make good coffee sound like the best wine.
Oh, it is. Sometimes it's better than a wine, you know, and that's why when we tell my story and we do the show, you can come along and we make sure that you can have a free drink, you know, like a coffee and a free dessert, you know, because we want the whole senses to be satiated, you know, to be enlivened, and so you hear the story, you see the story, you taste the story too.
That's right, because
an important thing.
for only $20, you get a free coffee and you get a dessert.
That's right. We always, with all of the shows that we had at the Eelco Coffee House, because we had the coffee, of course, but we also had the performances. We had the musicians, the jazz musicians, the poets, the performers, the actors would always come and perform in the cafe, and at the halftime, everybody would always get the coffee, and the dessert would be we used to do the chocolate eclairs, you know. But nowadays, a lot of people, they need the gluten-free, you know. I think because they get a bit farty, you know. I don't know. But I think it's because of that. And so we will have the gluten-free desserts with the fruit salad and the cream, and I will serve you myself as host of the cafe. And I'm so fortunate that places like this Devonport Connection Cafe, they let me take over and make a little part of what, you know, Shares Eelco was like when I was running it in the way back whence.
And I hear that in your performances you get the audience involved in the whole thing. They become part of the show.
Yes, that's right. Well, it's all a big fun event, you know. We all have a lot of fun, and so sometimes the audience, they like to have the extra fun, so I get them involved, you know. And so it might be that you are holding a tulip, it might be that you are a beautiful tulip in the show. It might be that we make a jazz together, you know, because life is like jazz. We make it together, we sound in the harmonies, we make our own melodies, and we make the beautiful music together. And that is art, man, you know. Art is life. So come along.
Fantastic.
Enjoy the show.
Fantastic.
And cheers, eh?
And thank you. That was Eelco with his show happening at Connections Cafe, Friday, August the 17th to the 18th, 7:30 p.m.
Thank you, everybody out there in space, and we'll see you at the show, eh? Bye now.
Bye, mate.